My people, my people. I thought I'd jump on and make what I consider to be more or less an emergency broadcast. This whole African versus African American thing has just taken off, and it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's being propagated by people who should know better. And I'm talking about people like Yvette Carnell and Antonio Moore, right, of Tone Talks. Those two channels. But worse, it's because this is the internet, yeah. Bad ideas propagate outwards, and I'm not doing my duty, yeah, if I'm silent about it, yeah. I have to put my voice into the mix and just talk about how stupid of an idea it is to pit Africans against African Americans, under a system of white supremacy, right? So there's this whole new concept. I think it's probably created by Yvette Carnell, and if it wasn't, it's certainly been propagated by Yvette Carnell and Antonio Moore. Yeah. So African Americans now call themselves DOS, which is descendant of slaves. Yeah. I mean, what a terrifying idea. So what they are seeking to do is to cut black people in the United States off from their African heritage. Okay? Their thing is, well, we need political solutions to our problems. True. Yeah? Obama didn't get us there. Also true. Yeah? African immigrants, yeah, are the enemy. False. It's absolutely, idiotic. And so basically what they're saying is that Africans are a competing group with African Americans. Africans and African Americans are actually flowers from the same plant, okay? And we're stronger together than separate, We're stronger together, in every way, okay? But this idea, I'm hearing a lot of like anti-African sentiment, yeah. And the funny thing is, a Haitian in the United States, okay, or a Jamaican in the United States, guess what? They're also descendants of slaves, yeah. Okay, so a Haitian was enslaved by the French, okay, and a Jamaican was enslaved by the British. And an African American was enslaved by, the Europeans as well. So we have all of this in common because we're the same people. But so the very idea that black people from different nations, yeah, all descendants of slaves, yeah, are actually now enemies or should be enemies or should be seen as competition. It's absolutely idiotic, okay? But this thing is actually gaining currency. I've just got to say, I've got to say my piece. I've got to say how bad an idea this is. It's absolutely frightening that conceptually, when you sever the line between your heritage as an African American and the motherland and the African continent, yeah, who are you? What are you? You're basically just a slave plus plus, You don't have any memory. You don't have any history. It's all you were. You're chattel. You're a thing. You don't have any intrinsic value. While everyone else, they call themselves what? I'm an Irish American. I'm a Chinese American. I'm, whatever. I'm a French American. It's really just it's. So the best way to challenge, bad ideas is to make your own voice heard. Okay, and call it out. Call out the nonsense. Call out Tone Talks. Yeah, Antonio Moore. Says I'm 25% British according to my DNA test. Ridiculous. It's a joke. To think your black behind is gonna come over here to England. Yeah, and try to like rock up to like what? Buckingham Palace. Or I mean, what? I don't understand the point you're making when you say that. So anyway, I decided to come, yeah, say my piece, yeah, you know, as if I'm competition, right? You know, I am, you know, a person of Nigerian descent. I'm British, born here, raised here, yeah. I'm an African. So what I am, just like you're an African. The idea that we're supposed to be competition, you know, the idea that, you know, um, um, British actors, black British actors, you know, they get cast because they're actually rather good. They get cast as African Americans, and that's a problem. Why is that a problem? How is that a problem? How is that a problem? How is a British, black British actress of African descent being cast as Harriet Tubman? How is that a problem? How is that a problem? Harriet Tubman was an African. She was an African and dark skinned too. Not some vaguely mixed African American. African American heritage is my heritage. It's my culture. Two, my people were kidnapped. My ancestors were kidnapped from Igbo land and taken to American shores. How am I competition with my own family, with my own relations? Don't be so ridiculous. Don't be so ridiculous. Anyway, I gotta say my piece. I can't be silent while stupid people talk. I can't be silent, man. While stupid people chew up the bandwidth. While stupid people's ideas propagate into the wild. And people start talking about, well, I'm DOS, I'm a descendant of slave. The fuck are you talking about? So ridiculous. Anyway, if you have any opinions about this ridiculous concept of DOS, descendant of slaves, drop me a comment. You know, drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm in Zerabi, and I'm out.